Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Alex Builds. We're now going to have the next 4 stages of Build the Fast and the Furious Dodge Charger RT. So we're doing 4 stages. There shouldn't be nothing too difficult in here. It's all to do with the exhaust and extending the chassis, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Each stage shouldn't be too long. So again, I will show you each stage before we actually do the stage. So yeah, we're doing this. If you haven't got this for yourself yet, there is still time. You can head on over to fanhome.com. You can still subscribe to this from issue 1 and get all the subscription gifts. Okay, so without further ado, let's get the parts out of the packaging and start building. So this big bit of chassis here is the final bit of chassis, I believe, and it's in issue 31 and it's the very rear of the car. So this is a short stage because all we're doing is just attaching that. So we're going to be attaching these two. What are they? They are jack mounts. So we're going to be putting 2 jack mounts on, a couple of KM screws each to secure them on. One goes on one side just there, one goes on the other side just there. And then we're going to be putting the chassis on. So we're going to be attaching that onto there. 3 LM screws this side. Then we're going to turn it over and then 3 LM screws that side, and that is this stage complete, and that is what we should have. Okay, so before we attach this, we are going to attach these 2 on here. They are both the same, and you want the open groove facing out the way, so that's going to be going on there just like that. And we're going to secure that on with a couple of KM screws. Let's get the first KM screw in. Now the second one, lower that down, screw that in all the way, just like that. So you want it that way round. It's quite hard to see black by back, but you want the gap to be on the outside, then it's smooth on the inside. Now let's do exactly the same on the opposite side. Put that down, 2 more KM screws. Get the first down and in. These are metal screws. For all of these builds, since the DeLorean anyway, I haven't had a problem with any metal screws since the DeLorean. I've had a couple on the DeLorean that have sheared off, but yeah, I think a lot of companies have improved the metal screws. There we are. As you can see, they went in a treat, and that is that done. So now we can attach this to the main part of the chassis. Alright, so this is getting bigger and heavier. So let's line this up. This is going on the back here. So we're going to be putting 3 LM screws in each one of these to start off with. Just go in the center. And if you feel it getting tight when you're screwing in, just back the screw off a few turns and then go back down again. Let's get the second one. Again, nice and tight. Last one now. There we are. Now let's flip this over. We've got 3 more screws to put in. You don't need to flip it over. I was looking at the instructions wrong. It's all on the same side. So yeah, these 3 other holes here, that's where we're going. Not on the opposite side. Same side that we've just put them screws in before. We're keeping it that way round. Don't know what I was looking at, but it looked upside down for me, but yeah, never mind. Nice and tight again. Last one now. They did give me a lot more LM screws than what I need, so might think that they might want them carried over, so I am going to keep them. I think I've got 4 left over, so it's quite unusual to have that many spares. But with that, that is this stage complete. Look at the length of that already. So we don't need this for a few more stages, so we can put this away now. Stage 32, as you can see, we're starting the exhaust system. So let's get to the right page. Again, this one, there isn't much to do in this. Basically what we're doing is connecting the 2 halves together and putting 4 AP screws in these 2 points here, and then again, here and here. So when we turn the page, that is all we have to do in this stage. Okay, so we've got our two halves of the exhaust, and basically we're just going to be putting them together down on there, just like that, all the way. And then, yeah, we're going to start off by putting some AP screws in here. So I'm going to start off at this end here, put two in here. So let's get this one in first. Number one. Number two. Just like that. And then I'm going to come all the way up to just here. So I'm going to put them in here next. So let's get this one in. And the next one. Just like that. And then you can go ahead and put the next four in. So I'm going to go all the way up to the top here. Put these two in first. Number one. Number two. A couple more now. Just in the center here. One. Last one now. Number two. So there you are, started our exhaust, and that is this stage complete. So stage 33, as you can see, we're continuing on with the exhaust. So yeah, tells you to look at the pictures to identify which ones we are using. So we have to make sure that we're attaching all these parts to the right one. So we're going to attach this part here first, and that's going down there with an AP screw. Then these parts can get attached onto there, so that's what they should look like, just like that. And then we can add the opposite side on there. This is all with AP screws so far. And then, yeah, we can start the opposite side, so we can put this part on there, again with an AP screw. That end one gets done with an EP screw. Is it an EP screw? Yeah, it's an EP screw this side as well. So nearly all AP screws, just two EP screws. And then close them together, and then we've got two more parts of the exhaust. So yeah, as you can see, this is all for one side. As you can see, yeah, this one's got screw holes in it, this one hasn't. So this is the one we're going to be using. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to start attaching some parts down onto it. So I'm going to take this little part first with an AP screw, and then secure this on first. This is going just here. So I want to go that way around, drop that into there. Just like that. Next we can take the larger one of them. As you can see, it's got a little groove cut one side of it. Then we can make that so it's sort of flush on the back one side and it's got an indentation. The indentation wants to be facing down the way. So let's drop that one in. Nice and tight. Don't over tighten them now. And then we're going to be swapping out for some EP screws now, because we're going to be putting the end of the exhaust on. So let's drop the end of the exhaust in, get our screw in there. You can see I've got just a little burr on the end of mine, so I'm going to use my cutters just to cut that off. So now it's nice and flush. So now, yeah, this exhaust part wouldn't fit on there. It does now though. Get our screw. Remember, this is an EP screw this time, not an AP screw. That's that one done. So that's all the little components. Now we just need to find the matching one to go with it, which is this one here. They do have markings inside them if you're not too sure which one goes with this. This one's got an L just here, as is this one. So this one should go together, which it does. And so there's this side. This side has an R just here, as does this one just here. So now 4 AP screws, and we're going to secure this all together. This is the next part of the exhaust all done. Once we've done this, so that's the first one. going to go right to the back. Number 2. 2 more now. I'm going to go to the end first. Last one now, and that's this side complete. There we are. That is the left hand side exhaust all done. So this does sit there just like that. So now for the right side, you've just got to do exactly the same again. Last screw now. I've got loads of AP screws left over. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 AP screws left over, and I've still got 5 LM screws left over. But yes, everything's done right so far. That is our 2 halves of exhaust, and that is this stage all complete. Stage 34 now, as you can see, continuing on with the exhausts again. Let me show you exactly what we're doing with this one in the magazine. Get to the right page. So, we get these 4 clumps here, loads of AP screws again. So what we're doing is we're taking the first one that we did, the first part of exhaust, we're attaching these black parts are going to attach all the exhaust together. So basically that's what we're going to do. We're going to attach both parts together with like this, is it a silencer box or something like that? Let's read it. Yeah, it's a silencer box. So we're going to add the silencer box into there, and that's going to connect the 2 halves together. We're going to do that with both sides, just like that. And once that's done, we can then connect that down onto the car. Now, when we turn this over, there's going to be an abundance of AP screws to put in. So look at all that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 AP screws just to secure that on. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll probably speed that bit up. So for this stage, the only parts you're going to need is these 4 big black bits here and the packet of AP screws. This little bit of wire, this bracket here, and the CM screws we do not use. So you can keep them, store them for a future issue. Open your AP screws and we'll start this stage. So let's start off with the left hand side of the exhaust first, and that's going just onto there. Again, we're going to secure that down into that little notch with an AP screw. If you're not sure which way it is, with all the little points poking out, have that facing down. Find the one that looks like this with an L on the inside, and that is going just there. So let's get that all set up and get an AP screw in there. Right, let's get this one down. The first part of the exhaust in. This one's going to be going to this side, just like that, and again another AP screw. This is where it starts to get a little bit fiddly, trying to hold all the parts together and get the screw started in there. I think I've done it. All the way down. Yeah, so that's that on there. Then we can take the other one that's got L on it, and that's getting pushed down over the top, this way around, just like that. Turn that over, and then 2 more AP screws in there. So that's number 1 and number 2. So we'll do exactly the same with the opposite side. So there we are. So that is our exhaust complete. Look at the size of that. Now bringing in the upper chassis, this is where we're going. So as you can see, these are going to get plugged into the ends there. 1, 2. Make sure that them parts get in them holes there. That one isn't going in. But yeah, they are all lining up down this side. This side's just a little out, so I'm just going to push them in. So once you've got that like that, then we need to flip this over, and then we're going to put an abundance of AP screws in to secure this down. So I am going to speed this bit up. So there we are. Have a look at that. Look at all them screws we've put in. So running through them, we've put 2 in here, 1, 2, and then followed it all the way down. So all these are the exhaust. There, the exhaust. Down the end here is the exhaust. So we turn that over. Have a look at that. Really do like that they broke it up and put the black in there as the silencers. It would have been like with all the other vehicles I've done, they've had silver silencers and it's basically been one piece. Do like that they've given us black silencers. So there you are, guys. That is the next 4 stages of our Build the Fast and the Furious Dodge Charger all complete. I've got loads of screws left over. I've got like 4 LM screws in there left over, so I am going to keep them just in case. And I've got loads of AP screws. They didn't even have to give me the AP screws for the last stage. I've had loads of them left over. So yeah, I'll keep them just in case, because I have had it where they've asked for a screw from a previous issue and I have thrown it away. So I am keeping them now from now on, just until the end of the build, and then I'll discard them after that. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please remember to leave a like down below, and if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye bye.